I was wearing white jeans. All night. I said, "Mummy, I'm not a virgin." A little sprinkle of embarrassment. When I speak to boys, I always block them. But like, you ate a tampon. Hi everyone, it's Ellie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing something exciting but also a little bit terrifying. I'm a little bit scared, I won't lie. I wanted to do kind of like a girly talk, girly chats kind of video, but I thought I would spice it up a bit, and instead of answering questions, I'm going to be reacting to your confessions. So I've had a really quick look. I haven't like read them properly, but so far I'm seeing we have things about boyfriends, we have things about, you know, juicy friendship secrets going on, we've got horrific, terrifying period stories and all that jazz, and we're just gonna dive on into it because YOLO. See, I've got a comfy little setup going on over here. I've even got a cup of coffee.
A proper cup of coffee from a proper cup of coffee pot,
if you will. But before we get started with your juicy confessions, if you're not already, pretty please subscribe to my channel with the big red subscribe button, because I would love it if you could join my YouTube family, and I really want to hit 500,000 subscribers, so yeah. And now let's start seeing some confessions. Okay, I'm just gonna read the first one about a first period. No first period stories are good. I'm sure that everyone has a traumatic first period. I know I did. If you've not watched that video, watch it now, it's traumatic. Anyway, first period. I was shopping with friends and I was wearing white jeans. Ooh, oh no. And suddenly a patch of blood was there and I had nothing to hide it with, like a jacket. Oh no, I didn't realise until this old man came up to me and told me. Oh no. Oh, that's really, okay. Thing is, okay. Periods are not embarrassing. Like, everyone gets them, it's fine, like with your friends, but I would be really embarrassed if an old man came up to me and was like, "Hun, you're on your period." Like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. At first I thought, what's wrong with me? Oh, bless your heart. I'm bleeding, but my friends were like, yeah, it's just a period, lol. It was very embarrassing. Oh, bless your heart. Oh, I feel so bad for you. Oh, okay. At least your friends were there and were able to be like, it's okay, it's just your period. It's just your period, girly squirly. Like, at least they were there, but I'm so sorry. That sounds so traumatic. Oh no. I hope one of them gave you a jacket to cover up or something like that. I hope one of your friends was able to help you out, because that's a horrific situation. I'm so sorry. This one's about a B-O-Y. Boy! I have a mixed feeling towards a boy and I'm very confused whether I like him or if it's my mind playing tricks on me. I've had that experience before, I'm pretty sure. We've known each other since we were 7 and have been going to the same high school since we were 11. I haven't really been able to talk to him face to face because we're now in sixth form, we don't have any lessons together, and through all of secondary school we were constantly in each other's classes. I feel like it'd be kind of weird if we dated because we've known each other for so long, and plus I don't know if he likes me anyway. Please help, love your videos. Aw, thanks. I feel like that has potential to be so cute. That has potential to be like a, not Romeo and Juliet, that's the wrong example, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, friends through childhood, you grow up together and then like date. Yeah, I don't think it would be weird if you like maybe message him and be like, we're not spoken ages, like do you wanna go like for food or something like that? Now that like stuff's opening up, you could be like, oh, do you wanna go spoons with me? Do you wanna get spoons? Wanna go Wetherspoons, love? I think you've just gotta like meet up and, you know, kind of chill for a bit and then see like what the kind of mood is. If he's like very clearly on a friendship kind of thing, then just leave it at a friendship kind of thing. But maybe you could like start a conversation about like that kind of thing. You'd be like, oh, so like, have you got a girlfriend yet? Oh, listen, I don't know, I'm so awkward. I should not be offering advice on these things. But you know what I mean? Like, oh, have you got a girlfriend yet? Or like, oh, you seen anyone at college? Or is there anyone you fancy in your class? Oh, I don't know. I think that that could work and it could be beautiful, so You gotta give it a go. Give it a go, girly pop. I already read this one, I'm not gonna lie, but it really made me chuckle. So I'm gonna share it with you. When I was younger, 6 or 7, I had a primary school boyfriend and he took me next to the shed and kissed me on the lips, which was a huge surprise for little old me. When I went home, I didn't know how to tell my mum. At the time, I was watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so I knew more than I should. I don't know what that means. I've actually never watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Anyway. So when my mum came upstairs to say goodnight, I said, "Mummy, I'm not a virgin." It was so embarrassing. I thought a virgin was someone who had never been kissed. I had a tantrum right there trying to convince her that I wasn't a virgin. It's a story I tell to this day. Kind of adorable. It's kind of adorable. I love how he's like phrased all of that. It was just so cute. It was a big surprise to little old me. And I bet that's really funny. And I feel like your mum's probably gonna tell that story at like your wedding or your 18th birthday party or something like that. Your mum is definitely gonna bring that up and give you a little sprinkle of embarrassment, but that is really funny. that made me chuckle when I saw it. One time, my parents for Christmas bought me and my brother a holiday to Disneyland Paris. A couple of days before Christmas, I snuck into my parents' room and found a notepad that my mum wrote our Christmas gifts in and saw the trip written on it. On Christmas, I had to pretend to act shocked at the gift. Oh. Anyways, my acting was so good. My mum still says it's one of her favourite moments of her entire life because we were super surprised finding out about it. Oh my God, I feel so bad for your mum. I don't know how you've not told her. The guilt would be like, oh no, oh. I mean, I guess if you were probably like young, but like, were you snooping? Were you snooping at the Christmas presents? Because I mean, I understand if you were, because I get really excited and always want to, but I stopped myself because I'm like, no, I'll ruin it. I'm like, no, Ellie, don't do it. Do not, you know where the presents are, do not look at them. I get very, very intense about that. Oh, but I can't believe that. That's kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. I feel really bad for your mum being like, oh, it's one of my favourite ever moments, and you're like, yeah, I was so shocked. At least, okay, even though you weren't really shocked because you already knew, like, it was still genuine happiness, right? Like, you were still like really happy and excited to go, so I guess that makes it a bit better, I guess, a little bit. Like, although you weren't shocked, you were still excited, and like, shocked and excited, they're basically the same, right? That's a bad one. Well, it's not bad, but it's okay. This is another one about boys. When I speak to boys, I always block them like an hour later or the next day because I get bored of them. Fair enough. But then I spoke to this one Spanish one for a couple of days and then had a panic and meltdown because I knew I could never meet him during these circumstances. So I told him I couldn't speak to him and we'd stopped talking, and to this day I miss him so much. Oh, we just clicked and got on so well, and I don't know what to do because I think it really could have worked. That's the Romeo and Juliet story. That's the Romeo and Juliet right there. Talk to him again. Talk to him again. You need to message him. You do. I'm firm on that. Message him. If you like talk to a lot of people, or okay, that sounds bad, but if you have talked to a lot of people before and kind of thought like something missing, not quite there, a bit bored of them, if we're all on it, bored, see you later. If that's like how you normally are, but he was different, then he is the one. I mean, okay, maybe that's a little bit, yeah, he might not be the one you're gonna like marry, but you need to give it a go because that's special. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. I think you definitely need to message him, and if you were like messaging him anyway and it was like good conversation and like really like something was there, do you know what I mean? It wasn't just like dead conversation or boring or anything like that. If it was a really good conversations and chats, then you can have those for ages, and you could call for a bit, you could FaceTime, anything like that. Like you don't have to meet him straight away, you know? Especially if he lives, does he live in Spain? I don't know is he just Spanish? I don't know if he lives in Spain or if he's just Spanish, but either way, if you have to like travel to go see him, you're not gonna do that just after a couple of days of messaging anyway. So if you message him again now, you can message for like a couple of weeks, maybe even like FaceTime for like a couple weeks, that kind of thing, and then meet up with him when restrictions are lifted. And Oh, it's a fairy tale story. That's so cute. No, I just think I've got a good feeling about this. I generally do have a good feeling, and I think you're gonna probably get married. But don't rush into it because I've said that. Anyways, ciao. Anyways, so let's find another one. This one is about allergies. Allergies. I have many of these, so I'm sure we can relate. I have many allergies, and as a kid, I wanted all of them gone. Oh, yes, me too. Me too, girly pop, but it's okay. I wanted all of them gone, and I saw this thing that if you eat a tampon covered in all your allergies, it would go away. So I went into my mum's bathroom, grabbed a tampon, covered it in my allergies and ate it, ended up having an allergic reaction and choking on a tampon. Oops. By the way, I love you so much, thanks. I can't believe what I'm reading. I just want to know why you thought that would work. I mean, I guess you were 7, okay? Like, you were a child, but like, you ate a tampon covered in things you're allergic to. Girly squirly, no. I don't know what you were thinking, but it weren't normal. That's really embarrassing. Are you not really embarrassed? Okay, no, but on a real, like, when I was younger, like, I probably would have done anything to be like, okay, I heard that if you do this, you won't be allergic to things anymore. I probably would have done those things. I don't think I would have ate a tampon, though, with things I'm allergic to on it. I don't think I would do that. Maybe I would have tried to do some kind of, like, witchcraft potion, but I wouldn't eat it. So, each to their own, I guess. Each to their own, girly pop. Anyway, let's do another one. This one, okay, this is something I do. One time I went to a friend's house and I broke the head off a little statue, and I put blue tack on the head so it would stick to the body, and the next day I went over her house again and she said someone broke her statue's head and her dad had to fix it, and to this day I still haven't told her. I have a similar story. I'm gonna tell it now. So, okay. At my mum's house at home, we used to have like a little duck statue, like a little duck with a little hat on. It was really cute actually, but it stood by the door, and one day I was kicking my shoes off and I was filming when I was doing it. Didn't post this clip obviously, but I was kicking my shoes off like a child, and I kicked it and it kicked the duck and just whacked the duck's head off, and I felt so bad. I literally felt so bad, and I don't think my mum was home. So it was like, okay, what do I do? Because if my mum was like in the next room, then I would have been like, and told her. But because she wasn't there, I was like, oh no, I've got to like think. I had time to think, which I didn't. I blue tacked the head back on, and then a few days later we was just sitting and it just plopped off. Like it just went, and my mum was like, Ellie, and I was like, yeah. And I'm really bad at, like, I can't lie. I'm an awful liar. So my mum's like, Ellie, what happened to this? And I was like, don't be mad at me. And yeah, it went downhill from there. But she actually didn't tell me too much. She was just really mad that I didn't just tell her in the first place. I'm really sorry I accidentally kicked off the duck's head. Oh, that's still bad when I think about it. Anyway, let's answer like one more question, I think. Oh, and I bought her a new duck for Mother's Day, so cheers to that. This is at the perfect drinking temperature now. This one's like a really random confession. I find it weird that Kourtney Kardashian, who's 41, is best friends with Addison Rae, who just turned 20. That's a bit odd. I think it is and it isn't. Like, I don't know. Addison Rae's like a year older than me, I think. So would I be friends with someone who's 40? Well, my mum's 40 something and she's one of my best friends. I don't know if I would be friends with someone who isn't related to me that's 40. I don't know, I'm trying to think. I guess Addison Rae is quite mature for a 20-year-old. Like, I don't think most 20-year-olds are as like grown up mentally as she is, like, because she works online and stuff. like, you've got to be quite mature for that. I saw something about like the Kardashians that saying how like they all grew up really fast, like they all were so grown up so young, but maybe that's why she wants to be friends with someone who's younger than her. I don't know, I don't think it's like, what the heck, that's so weird. But at the same time, it's like, I just wonder why, you know, conspiracy theories. Maybe Addison Rae is Kourtney's daughter. That's what I'm saying, that's all I'm saying. We're gonna do one more. I'm looking for a good one, but they're all really small. This last confession is really wholesome, and I think it's quite sweet, so yeah, we're gonna. It says, I'm quite smart, but I come off as kind of dumb, as I'm really shy and I don't have the confidence to answer questions in class. I'm not gonna lie, I think I was a bit like that too in high school, especially like the earlier years, like maybe like year 8 and 9 and that kind of thing. And like obviously your teachers are gonna know you're smart because they're like mark your work, and obviously when you're writing, like you don't have to put your hand up and answer it, do you know what I mean? Your teachers will know you're smart, but you kind of want your classmates to think that as well. Honestly, I think with things like that, there's such like a momentum. I don't know if that makes sense. I'll try and explain it. For me, everything which is confidence related comes in like a swing of momentum kind of. So I'll give an example. Say I'm in a class, like in high school say. I'm in a class and I've gone in and I've sat down and I'm like a little bit shy but not too shy. I've said hi to the person next to me. I've said, hi, you're right, yeah, you're good. Start writing my data title and the teacher asks a question and it's like the first question of the whole session. I know the answer, but I'm like, oh, am I gonna put my hand up? Ooh, shall I not? Even if it's just like a really random question, what's the date or something like that. If I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna answer, that's embarrassing, and I don't answer, then I wouldn't answer anything for the rest of the lesson, because after that point everything would be like, oh no, that's embarrassing, oh no, I can't do that, I don't do that. Whereas if I go in, put my hand up, answer that first question, or talk to the teacher when I go in, or literally anything that is a little bit out of my comfort zone, then for the rest of the lesson everything else feels so much easier, because it's like you already overcame a really big obstacle and everything else is just easy from there out. It's quite hard to explain, but I literally still think about that kind of all the time, every day. It's literally the same, and I think I realise it more now than I ever have done before. I don't know how much sense that makes, but it makes a lot of sense to me. So I would just say, as soon as you get in your lesson or as soon as you get to school, make that first little bit of effort to answer a question or whatever it is, and from there on it'll be so much easier. But guys, those are all the questions I'm going to answer today. I hope you enjoyed this little girl talk Q&A, not Q&A, confessions video. Give this video a thumbs up if you want me to do more videos like this. We could either do more specific confessions, or we could do more questions, or maybe we could do like more specific videos. We could do one about confidence, one about like body positivity or growing up, or anything that you guys want. Let me know. You can always DM me on Instagram and I'll check my DMs for some ideas. If you want to follow my social medias, including Instagram, which is also where I posted the link to send me these confessions, so if you want to be involved, make sure you follow my Instagram. But the links to all of my social medias will be in the description box down below. Pretty please subscribe if you've not already, because I love you a lot here and I want you to stick around, be my friend, and we could just have a great time, you know? We could just have so much fun. But yeah guys, that is it for now, and I guess the only thing I have to say is I love you a lot and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!